Yep.
Okay. Hi everyone, it's Ann from Paleo on the Go. Missed you guys. It's been about 6 weeks since our last event here at the kitchen outdoors here in the tropical rainforest. Hope everyone's doing good and getting chilly and getting ready for the cold weather and the holidays and everything. We're getting ready for sure. We have some awesome Thanksgiving dishes that we're making available to our customers at PaleoOnTheGo.com. We're doing all of the side dishes. Anyone can cook a turkey, obviously, it's easy. Plus we're giving you instructions how to do it anyway if you don't know how. But we are going to provide all of the difficult to make side dishes for you. We're going to do an AIP, it's an AIP all the way, an AIP pork stuffing. It's got cranberries, apples, mushrooms, all kinds of herbs. It's absolutely delicious. Everyone was going berserk when we made it the other day. So very, very flavorful stuffing. We have a sweet potato casserole with a nice crumble on top, nice and sweet, and, you know, just, I don't know, let me just say it's very traditional and delicious. We have our...
What are you listing in for people who are just joining?
Oh, we are talking about our Thanksgiving menu, available on PaleoOnTheGo.com. We are running a special up through Saturday, a free pumpkin pie, AIP pumpkin pie, with every Thanksgiving side dish spectacular that's ordered, okay? So the side dish spectacular, let me go back through it again, is AIP stuffing, pork, delicious pork with apples and cranberries and herbs and all kinds of good flavors. We have a sweet potato casserole with a nice crust on top, nice crumble on top. It's very traditional, just the way you would do it normally if you weren't paleo. We have a broccoli and cauliflower casserole that has like a cheesy kind of flavored crumbly topping. It's baked and bubbly and delicious, really, really flavorful. And we have our apple cranberry crisp. So you get 4 delicious side dishes, 1 dessert and 3 side dishes. And the special is through Saturday night, you get a free AIP pumpkin pie. So all you have to do is roast a turkey, put all the other goodies on the table, and you're set to go. So it really couldn't be any easier. We took all the drudgery out of it for you, especially for the AIP folks out there that struggle with all the casseroles. It's like, how do I replace the dairy? How do I replace the breadcrumbs? How do I replace the cheese and all the different things that people traditionally put into these dishes? So I hope you guys enjoy it. Come to our website, PaleoOnTheGo.com, check it out. And, you know, just have a great Thanksgiving. So, in honor of the freezing cold weather everywhere else on Earth except for here, we are making chicken and dumplings. Nice, traditional southern dish. We're AIP. I made an AIP dumpling dough, which I'll demonstrate how to make to you in a moment. But basically what I'm going to do is just get started with the chicken stew part of it to get that rolling while the dumplings are being made. Okay, so this is just some olive oil I'm putting into the pan, and our vegetables. I'm just gonna, as they say, sweat the vegetables, get them till they're softened, partially cooked. Let's get them going in there. As they're cooking stuff, then we just basically get a little bit of fresh herbs going. There's some freshly chopped thyme and fresh sage, the perfect accompaniment to any kind of a chicken stew. Those 2 herbs are like natural ingredients that you'd want to put in there. Okay, so we're going to sweat the vegetables, start getting this pan nice and hot here. Let's turn it up a little higher. Okay, there we go. So I hope you guys keep coming and visiting our website and checking out all the great stuff we have. I mean, we have our delicious beef empanadas, our beef breakfast empanadas, your grab and go, you know, convenience food. You know, I know there's not a lot of convenience in the paleo, especially AIP paleo world, but we're trying to create that for you guys with our empanadas, and we've got our strawberry paleo tarts, apple paleo tarts, delicious for breakfast or just a snack on the go. Tons of great stuff. We're releasing some new fall dishes. Actually, we're bringing back some dishes from the past that I hope you guys will really, really be excited about. Can I tell them? Is it a secret? All right, I won't tell them. Just check out our newsletter, and you'll find out
On Sunday
what we're releasing. Okay, it's been asked for and requested many times over. And we'll just leave it at that, you know. And you know, if you guys miss something, you want something to come back, or you want me to create an all new dish, that's something you've been craving and you haven't been able to make, just give us an email, send us something. Yeah, send us something on Facebook. Let us know what you're looking for, and I'll be happy to pull another rabbit out of a hat, so to speak.
Make it a blog post or broadcast.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you're just sweating, as I am, okay, I'm gonna put the chicken stock in here. Let's get that going. Chicken stock in hot. Once we get that up to a simmer.
A truck just drove through our kitchen.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
It smells so good.
So, yeah, okay. So we got that going, and just put a little turmeric in there, and that's going to give you your traditional chicken stew, kind of the yellow, bright,
So someone's
golden
asking,
yellow.
how do you correctly pronounce that herb? Someone's asking.
Which herb?
The one you just said.
Turmeric?
Just kidding.
Oh.
No one said that.
You're hilarious.
It's hard to
Evan.
say, I know.
That's an anti-inflammatory, and you know, adding that to any dish is always a good idea if you have inflammation issues. Just saying, you know. Plus, it's traditional in this dish, so it just works out great. So basically, we're going to bring that to a simmer. We're going to go with our dumpling mix. I already made some on the side here. I'll leave that off there and just show you what I'm doing here. I've got, let's see, this is the coconut, right? Okay, coconut flour. Okay, got 3/4 of a cup of coconut flour, 3/4 of a cup of cassava flour. So they're both AIP. And here's your 1/4 of a cup of tapioca flour. So just a little aside, when you're making dishes, when you're doing baking or anything that's like kind of a dough in AIP baking, tapioca flour acts like a cornstarch. It acts like it's like you're adding gluten to the flour in a way. It's elasticity, it's got gelatin qualities to it, and it keeps the dumplings from exploding in the pot, which is why I put it in there, okay? Because you put the other two flours alone, I tried it and it didn't work. I'm like, oh yeah, duh, I got to put in some sort of elasticity type of ingredient, which the tapioca flour serves that purpose here. Okay, so
Well, we have a comment,
sure.
a response to you
Okay,
from Anna. She says she wants AIP Southern food and Tex-Mex. Also a broccoli rice casserole that tastes good.
okay,
And kid-friendly things.
all right, okay. Well,
Has she ordered it from us before?
are you a current customer, Anna?
We have tacos.
We do have the beef tacos. They're delicious. They have the salsa verde. That's a terrific dish. Pizza pot pie. Oh my God, that can't imagine a kid not liking that. What else? Paleo
The empanadas.
tarts. The empanadas would probably be all right. What else would kids like? Thinking. Oh, mojo wings probably.
Yeah, those are
Those
really
are
good.
nice. Those are delicious. So I'm putting things in without saying. Okay, so that's just salt, and this is baking soda. This kind of makes them pop up a little. Instead of baking powder, we use baking soda in the paleo world. Okay. That out of there, because the reason is baking powder has cornstarch in it. So, thanks for the suggestions. Definitely Tex-Mex. You know, we don't have anything Tex-Mexy on the menu right now, so I can definitely think about that. I don't know how AIP I can do that, but I think about it. Try to come up with some ideas. That's what happens, you know. You put an idea into my head, and then I'm like, oh, that's impossible. And then I sit and I think about it for a while, and then I get in the car and I drive home, and I sit in traffic, and I'm at lights, and then all of a sudden all these ideas come to me. I have no way to write them down. So, yeah. So last night I was trying to think of some like really crazy Halloween dishes, and finally, when I'm sitting at like a massive like traffic backup, that's when it all started coming to me. All of these like Halloween ideas that started flowing, like all of a sudden Halloween.
Can you explain the
Blockade.
difference between cassava and tapioca flours?
Well, the tapioca flour is the starch. It's the starch of the root, and the other one is like the ground up root.
The entire root.
The
not
entire
refined.
root, right?
Cassava's the entire root.
Yeah.
And tapioca is just
The starch. Yeah. So say you had cornmeal, and then you had cornstarch. You can kind of visualize the difference there. That's what this is, pretty much.
Lisa's asking where she can find the recipe.
We're going to be posting it online afterwards, right? On Facebook or
It'll be
on
up next week.
Okay. Yeah. This is so.
Soon.
So basically, if you just, anyone can figure this out. But this part here, 3/4 of a cup of coconut flour, 3/4 of a cup of cassava flour, teaspoon of salt,
Tapioca.
teaspoon of a quarter of a cup of tapioca flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and then I'm putting 2 1/4 cups of coconut milk in here. Just stir it up. Don't use just the cream. Make it the water and the milk and the cream. All right. You're just gonna get it. You're gonna keep adding because you know how absorbent these paleo flours are. They're very, very absorbent. Like normally you would only have to use half a cup of something, but for this you got to use a lot more. So just keep adding and mixing until it comes up to a dough consistency. Don't add it all. Add most of it. Then stir it up and then look and see where you're at. See, okay, it's a good thing I didn't add it all because that was enough. The last batch I did, I needed 2 1/4 cups. So it's going to be anywhere from, you know, 1.5 cups to 2 1/4 cups. Maybe because of the humidity out here. I bet you that's what it is. These things make a difference. So when you see like something where you're adding liquid to dry and you're making a dough, don't add it all at once. Just gradually add it until you get to what common sense tells you is the right consistency for a dough for dumplings. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it up. I was going to do a spoon, but you know what? It's better with your hands. It's just you get a more thorough mix. And the other thing I discovered when I was making the dumplings earlier, you know, when you always think of dumplings, you think of these like cool, like little round guys like this. It's like, this isn't going to cook, right? The paleo dough is not going to cook. Regular flour dough with baking powder might cook if you made it like this, but for this, what you want to do is you want to take like a walnut-sized piece of dough, roll it up, and then flatten it out. Okay, flatten it out because that way, when you simmer it into the liquid, it's going to cook all the way through it. It'll puff up a little bit. Okay, here, let me show you. These are already cooked. So if I would have made these into balls, it would be raw in the middle, and it would be all cooked on the outside. It would start falling apart. It just wouldn't cook right. So that's just a tip to help you guys when you're trying to make your dumplings. So basically what you do, because I know people aren't going to stay on here for half an hour watching these things simmer, but you make a bunch of these. You make all these into when this is simmering, add the chicken, okay? Put the chicken in there, submerge it, cook it all the way through. Remove the chicken to a cutting board, let it cool off, okay? While it's cooling off, you're going to take your coconut milk and you're going to add your arrowroot to it, okay? You're going to make a slurry. This is to thicken it. Instead of using like cornstarch or roux, you're going to add your arrowroot to your coconut milk. You're going to mix it together, and then you're going to stir it into the gravy here, and you're going to thicken the gravy up. All right, now it's simmering and it's thick and it's like a gravy consistency. Okay.
You're going to steer it up.
You're going to steer it up. All right, gravy consistency, right? And then you're going to take all your nice little pre-made little dumpling guys, and you're going to gently place them into the simmering liquid and let them simmer in there for about 5 to 8 minutes or so, and they're going to float to the surface, and then just, you know what? There's no magic to it. Just pull one out, break it open. If it's done, then they're done. 5 to 8 minutes is what I think is how long I think it would take to cook the dumplings. It might take longer in your part of the world. It might take shorter. I don't really know. But you can't get sick off of it because there's no egg in it. You know, if you eat it and you're like, let me cook it a little longer. No big deal. You know, we're not going for rocket science here. So basically, I think that's it. I don't think I left out any steps. Oh, yes, I did. The chicken. It has to go back in. So after the chicken's all cooled off, take all the skin off of it, take the meat off the bones, and just chop it up, add it back into the pot, okay? Discard the skin and bones, that's not going in there. And just reheat the stew with the chicken inside. And then if you want to just garnish it with a little bit of freshly chopped parsley or something, really nice, okay? So, yeah, let me dish up some that I made already. It simmered for a good amount of time, and it give you an idea what it's going to look like. Let's see if I have space on here. Thank you. Okay, put it over there so you guys can see it. I'll take that. Okay. All right. So, dig to the bottom to get to the good stuff. Here we go. I put a little too much liquid in here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It shouldn't be this liquid. It should be a lot more meat, more like a stew, but the real world. Okay. And of course the dumplings. I put them off to the side. I didn't want to leave them soaking in the. If you make this stuff up ahead of time, you can do that. But take the dumplings out and put them to the side, and just put them back in at the last minute to reheat, so that they don't turn to mush. I think that's with any dumplings, not just paleo dumplings. Okay, just put that in there like that. And that looks pretty good, right? Pretty hearty, pretty nice for a blustery, cold winter's day like you get in other parts of the world, not here. I'll taste a little bit. Delicious, absolutely delicious. You get all the chicken flavor and the herbs. Really, really good. Really, really good. Comfort food. You know, sometimes you just want something simple, comfort food. You can use the whole chicken. You could use parts of the chicken. If you like dark meat, white meat, whatever you want. Just, you know, just use whatever you like, and don't feel like, you know, I have to follow what you said in the recipe. Just use the parts that you like. So that's basically all I have to say today. But, you know, happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see you by then, happy Thanksgiving. And, you know, come check us out at paleoonthego.com and check out our Thanksgiving offerings. And, hey, send us a message. Let us know what you think of us, what you think of our food. Review some of our dishes. You know, hey, we're always looking for reviews and feedback, positive feedback. You know, well, hopefully not negative, but feedback, honest feedback. Okay? Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.